guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, make sure before you go to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so every time I post, you guys could get my post notifications. So I wanted to do a long and awaited video on how I found out I was pregnant, because that is a lot of, am I saying that right? That is a topic or a conversation that everyone wants me to talk about. And, you know, they have a few questions like, was the baby planned? Or whatever. And I obviously don't have to answer it if I don't want to. But honestly, I don't really take offense to any of these questions. You know, good questions. People want to know. And I'm here to give you your answers. My lips are like super dry. So I gave birth to my son Noah back in, when did I give birth to him? I gave birth, look at me. I got pregnant is what I'm saying, with Noah in 2017 of September. So September of 2017. Oh my God, my brain shot. And then I gave birth on June 4th. At 37 weeks, I, gave birth. My water broke. You guys also, I forgot what I was saying. If you guys are interested in my labor story, I will link that video down below. But there's always like a lot of talk and a lot of conversation about me being pregnant again. And I don't really understand what it is. I could understand why people wanted to talk more when I was younger, when I got pregnant at 16. But even then, I was always taking care of myself, guys. Like, even when I got pregnant with my son Noah, I was responsible for everything. I had to pay my own bills. I had to pay my car insurance. And I had a bunch of different bills, So just because I was young back then, and I'm still young now, doesn't mean that I'm not, taking responsibility for having kids, if that makes sense to you guys. So, after, when I was pregnant with Noah, like I said, I was 16. I wasn't able to have credit. I wasn't able to do a lot. So I kind of had to depend on people more than nowadays, where I don't have to depend on anyone at all. So I really stepped it up a lot. And for all my teen moms out there who are watching and, you feel like you can't do it. Sorry, I keep playing with my hair, by the way. It's just annoying me. But if you feel like you can't do it, or you feel like people are bashing you, because trust me, I've been there. I had people bash me, make fun of me, family talk about me, literally all of it. Don't worry about what people say. At the end of the day, the child that you created is your responsibility, no one else's responsibility. And they're not the one paying your bills. They're not the one that is raising the baby. So their opinion does not matter. And that is something that I had to keep in the back of my head at all times, because it's really easy to get to that low point, especially when people are constantly judging you for being a young mom. So I just wanted to say that, you're not alone. There's a bunch of young moms. My mom had me at 15. Look at me now. My mom had my brother at 16. My brother's he's doing fine. We're all doing fine, okay? So don't listen to the statistics that people always say. You'll be fine. Trust me. Just have your head on right. Be motivated. Know that your child always comes first. And I'm sure you guys know that. And that's pretty much my advice to you guys. So I always had to fend for myself and do things on my own, and luckily I had a platform which was able to help me financially. I wasn't making a lot of money. Now, I don't want to make it seem like I was making a shit ton of money, but I was making enough to pay for what I needed to pay for. So yeah, anyway, fast forward to now. We got this apartment with intentions of growing our family, because we had lived in a 1-bedroom before this, and it was kind of outdated, not a lot of cabinets. We had a little pantry, but it was just not enough. And honestly, like, I was very thankful and very grateful because that was my first apartment. But I felt like I wanted to grow, and I felt like, you know, I want Noah to have his own room, you know, and I want to be able to provide. I just want better, bigger and better, and that's always good to have. That's always a good mentality to have. So, we moved in January. Well, December 31st was technically our first day, but we moved in, and we, you know, came to the decision that we weren't just ready yet to have a baby just right away. Just because we wanted, you know, see how the bills work out. We wanted to, you know, just make sure that we had it in the bag, you know, like we were able to pay the bills and have saving money, spending money, everything. Just be comfortable. So we didn't decide that we would start trying until April. And that is the month I got pregnant. So I got pregnant very, very fast, which I completely didn't expect. And I wasn't sure if I would honestly get pregnant because I was breastfeeding. And I know you could get pregnant while breastfeeding, but I just heard it takes longer. Like, even my doctor said, like, just whatever. So, yes, my baby was planned. I just wasn't sure when I would get pregnant. But we completely was like, when I found that I was pregnant, I was like, whoa. So, didn't really have any symptoms. I just wasn't really hungry. I found out before I missed my period. So I was supposed to miss my period, like May, I don't know, like the second week of May, I was supposed to miss it or something like that. But I actually missed it on, oh my God, what am I saying? I didn't miss it. I took the test before I missed it, like 3 days before I missed my period. The only reason why I took it is because I was being really emotional, and I wasn't hungry, and that's like not usual for me. I just couldn't eat, honestly. Like, everything was just not, I wasn't feeling any food. So I just took a test randomly one day, and it came up positive like almost instantly, and I was like, whoa. So I actually told my family right away. I called my mom, I called my dad, I called my grandma, and I think that's all, like, who I called. I didn't really call anyone else. And we didn't tell his parents till a little later on, until maybe like 7 weeks, I think I told them. But you know, it was really obvious that I was pregnant because I just couldn't eat. Like, if you came to my house, you would be like, you're pregnant, because I couldn't eat. I felt like shit. I had a headache, just a bunch of different things. But yeah, no, that was honestly, like, it was just kind of like a in the moment type of test. I don't know if you know, like, if my females out there, like, you just take a test just because, like, you kind of feel, and especially if you know, like, you know, you're trying for a baby, obviously you would take a test. So yeah, that was kind of how, you know, I found out. How I told Ariane actually wasn't home at the moment. We had actually gotten into an argument, because I was just being so emotional. So he just left the house for a car ride, and I couldn't wait till he came home to tell him. So I called him when he was in the car, and I was like, Ariane, and I was crying. He's like, what? And I'm like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, you're lying. He was like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I know, like, that was so fast. Like, I really didn't expect to get pregnant this fast. And, you know, I'm extremely thankful, and I'm extremely blessed. And, you know, I know it was definitely like a shocker, even though we tried. I always feel like it's a shocker, just because it's such a surreal moment. And I remember just feeling so blessed and thankful to be able to even get pregnant again. You know, I was just like, this is amazing, and I'm so thankful, and I'm so blessed, and, you know, God really has a plan for us. I was also really scared too, because it was during a pandemic, and, you know, the numbers were quite high, and it was just a lot. So I went through a lot of different emotions throughout my pregnancy. I'm 8 months now, so I only have a month left. essentially, how do I say that? Oh my God, my English is so bad, guys. I'm so sorry. Don't make fun of me, please. But I was really excited in the beginning, and then I started suffering from anxiety and depression. Especially my first trimester, I was like really down and out because I couldn't eat. I was losing so much weight, and it's just the hormones that go inside your body and the worries and always just a bunch of different things. As a mother and being pregnant, it's a lot. It's a lot, guys. So you know, I went through a depression and anxiety, and it affected my business. You know, all of you guys probably know by now that I work social sales, network marketing business, and it was really affecting me. And then my boyfriend had lost his job because of Corona. So, you know, right when we felt like everything was like at the top and we were so thankful, everything went crashing down because we lost basically everything, and we had to like grind it out for money. And that's why I'm extremely thankful like for my job, because I really was struggling, honestly. Like, and my job helped me and provided so much for me that it made me happier, if that makes sense. So yeah, and you know, it's still bad, the Corona cases, and it's definitely something that still worries me because everything was getting better throughout the summer. The cases were down to its lowest, probably like 100, 200 cases a day, and then now we're back and everyone's, you know, everything's running again. The schools were running, the restaurants, and the cases just shoot up again. And I'm giving birth very soon, and I'm just really, you know, scared for like, what the heck? Oh my gosh. I'm really scared about this virus, and I'm being like really strict with who comes in my house and where I go and how many people I see, and it's just a bunch of different things, a bunch of different emotions. But you know, that's how I found out I was pregnant. That is a little update on what's going on. I'm getting back into the YouTube grind. It kind of, like I said, I was going through a depression and anxiety, and I honestly didn't really feel like being fake, if that makes sense. I don't like to feel like I'm being phony about something. And I'm also trying to find who I am in this social media space, because you know, going from being 15 and going viral for being so young and, you know, my looks or whatever the case may be, to now transitioning to being a mother. And, you know, I have to set, you know, boundaries, and, you know, it's a transition. So for all my people out there who know what I'm talking about, it is a big transition. But I'm always on the grind. I'm always looking for bigger and better things. Yes, baby. What are you looking at? Oh, okay. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just something that I thought of doing because I know a lot of people had asked me. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Bye.